One is called you are taking a role. You go in the role. And other is called role goes in you, which is dangerous. Role going into you is dangerous than you going in the role. So please get this point. Please don't allow the role to go in you. You go in the role. Because if something goes into you, it creates an obnoxious mixture. Life is meant to know that you adopt a role, and after the role is over, you pack the role back and get out of the role. Being in meditation is a very big art because it is the process of refining our confined arm. So the meditation is going from polluted eye to purified eye, from mixed eye to unmixed eye. Second, from changing eye to unchanging eye. Third, from insecure eye to secure eye. It's a journey in understanding. From a eye which is a part of something to the eye which is apart from all. From the lonely eye to alone eye. Worldly person is totally mixed up with everything. And when you get mixed up, your decisive power has gone. He gives attention to people outside. He gives attention to non-issues. He gives attention to some finite thing for a long time. And therefore he has become a worldly person. He is buffeted. He is not independent. He is not free. Because he has given lot of thought to that. And made it one. Second, when you graduate and you from samsari you become karma yogi, you're not thinking about the outer person. You are thinking that the God whom I am working for, is he pleased or not? Karma yogi, he will go outside. Maybe he will be also insulted, he will be also honored. But his attention is not there. Bhakti yoga, without karma, you are directly thinking about the Lord. Constantly. Shantakaram bhujagashainam padmanabham suresham. He is constantly thinking about the nature of God. Please note, again he is giving attention. Fourth is Jnana Yoga. I am exclusively giving attention to the self only. Continuously. This is called Vedantic meditation. So three categories are there. Karma Yoga is also meditation, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Unfortunately, people start with Vedantic meditation, which they are not fit for. Therefore, I always say, when you are living in the world, with the family, with the people, please either be in KY meditation or BY meditation. Karma Yoga meditation, meditative mood, or Bhakti Yoga meditative mood. It will graduate to Jnana Yoga later on. So you saw Yama and Niyama. I will talk about Asana and Pranayam. What is definition of Asana? Maharishi Patanjali says, Sthira Sukha Asana. Body, Prana and mind. All three are connected. Mind is such a delicate and sensitive instrument. For every day, for at least 15 minutes, it requires extensive, exclusive attention. Giving exclusive attention to the mind and training the mind that you are not a part of the world. You are not a part of anybody's life. You have nothing to do with anybody. You have no relation with any person. But I am very sad. You have no relation. But I am very happy. Still, you should not be happy on this issue. I am very, very angry. You should not be, because there is no relation. You are a part of God's team and not Maya's team. This deliberately training and teaching the mind exclusively weans away some kind of wrong identification. And second point which he says is very important, that is Anant Samapattibhyam. Your attention should be on infinite. If your mind is very waving, you can't have sthirasanam. Tato dvandvan abhighata. Next sutra. Maharshi Patanjali says, when you sit like that in your mind, you will be less affected by the thoughts which are coming. This is called asanam. For this week, practice experiential fast. Fast of getting affected by outer experiences. Don't take sorrow and joy from any other thought. Refuse to be happy and sad with the worldly experiences.